Yes, Valley, there's some massive changes coming to the raids in just a few short days. Looks to have some improved rewards and make it a better experience for newer players. Black Cat's second trials are coming back, so get ready. And get your free Sylvie and Photon shards. They're going to be coming farmable within the next 2 weeks. And if you're ready for all of that and the rest of the blog post, including some calculations for next week's events, then you know what to do. Find that like button and let's go smash it. And welcome back to the ValleyFlyin channel. I am ValleyFlyin and I hope you're having a great day. In this video, we're talking all about this plus size blog, not just covering next week, but also the following week as well. There's some improved raid rewards that we're going to discuss. We also have Black Cat's events returning. Omega Red event is becoming farmable, and there's a lot more. We have the calculations for the next week's events as well. But if this is your first time here, hit that subscribe button for more great Marvel Strike Force content. We have at least 5 Marvel Strike Force videos per week on this channel. Usually there's more. We have blog reviews like this, weekly news updates, question and answer videos, everything to help your experience in Marvel Strike Force. But without further ado, let's get right into the advanced copy of this week's blog. And like I said, it is not just going to cover next week, it's going to cover the following week as well. This is the battle plan for November 18th through December 2nd. And there's going to be no weekly blog next week. So this blog is covering the next 2 weeks. So November 19th, so this Sunday, Omega Red's legendary event is returning and it's going to be permanent. So finally, that is the last of the traditional legendary events. And when this goes live, all of them will be permanent legendary characters. And then you just got to start to worry about when these Horseman characters are returning and the other characters like Nova, Black Cat, and Green Goblin, whenever the second run is going to happen. And then November 20th, so next Monday, or this coming Monday, Captain Carter is going to be the Blitz character. We're going to start a Alliance event where you're going to need to earn allied supply 2 orb fragments and play war battles. The numbers look very good on this one. Incursion Raid 2 is starting, so we got some of the details. There should be some more details on this channel over the weekend, though. Battle Pass 8 is coming, and that is going to feature some Mark II Ironheart character shards and more dark promo credits. We have a individual event starting on the 23rd. This is where you're going to need to earn superior secret orb fragments. This one looks a little questionable as far as what you need to do to get this and max out this event. We have a quick Rumble Blitz next week featuring the Secret Defenders, and then next week, this is all for next week, Spider Slayer is getting released as a showcase event as well. That is when the Black Cat event is returning on the 27th. Swarm is going to be that blitz as well. We also have Superior Sinister, which is an alliance-wide event. This is where we're going to need to earn allied supply 2 orb fragments. Winning Cosmic Crucible battles. We don't have the calculations on this one, so hopefully they're using the limit system correctly with this one. Also, you're getting extra points for winning or losing with the Sinister 6. Strike Pass 47 is coming next, the following week as well. This was going to feature some dark character shards and extra gold. I know I'm always low on gold. November 30th is Weapons Online, where you're going to need to spend some power cores and earning Pack-a-Punch orb fragments from campaign notes and spending power cores. Looks to be similar to the event that is going on right now. Also, the Quick Rumble Blitz the following week on December 1st is going to feature Sinister 6. And also some free shards are coming over the next 2 weeks. Sylvie is going to the War Store, so you can get some shards for her there. Photon is going to be farmable on Hard Villain 7-6. She's going to be replacing She-Hulk, which is a good thing. And She-Hulk's still going to be available in the Blitz store. So yes, get your Photon charge for free. Also going to the basic Ultimates, Mega Premium, and the supply section is Darkhawk, so he should be farmable sometime soon after that as well. Like I said, Spider Slayer, the shards are going to be available on November 27th at 1 p.m. Also going to be available in the Exterminator Orb, which you could use, which you could buy for 675 power cores. There's probably going to be a bunch of offers there as well. And it looks to be a showcase event called the Web Headhunters, where you could use your Superior 6 X-Force character shards, get some of these, recruit Doc Ock, Spider Slayer's event showcase. This is going to be available for Commander level 25 and above. And obviously you would need to purchase Spider Slayer to get the full advantage of this. You also need a team of Superior 6 and or Invaders. Obviously you would need Spider Slayer. And kind of like the showcase event that's going on for Craven right now, there's gonna be some good rewards there. You get some older characters like Deadpool, Cable, X-23 Domino, Nerd Sonic, and you could use them to recruit Doc Ock if you don't have Doc Ock already. The challenge difficulty, well, if you are gonna be able to get into that, you're gonna have some augmented gear, so the teal gear and some teal 18 pieces, mini uniques for Spider Slayer. And this all starts on the 27th of November, and there's going to be some free claims. So today, it says 1 p.m. on this, but these have been late. So usually these happen about 3 hours later. So if it is not there at 1 p.m. Pacific time, make sure you check it a few hours later at server reset for this. And today's free claim Friday, Vibranium shards, campaign energy, Winter Soldier character shards, and some galvanized ore fragments. Next week's free claim Friday is going to feature some Vibranium slabs, some energy as well, Cosmos shards, and 2,000 superior seeker orb fragments. And we got the information for the remaining reverse engineer item events. We have the calculations for Animal Armature and Engineer of War. We don't have the calculations for the following week events, which is the Superior Sinister and the Weapons Online. But let's go take a look at what the information that we have right now. Engine of War, man your helicarrier battle stations. You're gonna need to battle in Alliance War for this, and the calculations look pretty good on this one. Earn allied supply 2 orb fragments as well. You're gonna get some Vibranium slabs and some other rewards. Let's go take a look at the calculations for this. Again, this is gonna start Monday, November 20th. And like I said, the calculations look pretty good for this one. What you need to get here is these Vibranium slabs, but there's also some character shards here. You got some Craven shards as well. You got some gold. And it looks, if you have a pretty engaged alliance, it should be pretty easy to get almost all of these milestones. You have to play in war, and there is a limit of 720,000 points, which should be pretty simple for your alliance to get if you guys are doing your 10 battles, 24 alliance members. It should be pretty easy to reach that limit. And then earning allied supply 2 orb fragments. We're probably going to get more than 1 per day with free web claims and everything like that. But just looking at these numbers here, this is going to be a 6-day alliance-wide milestone. You're going to need 1,000 points for war battles. If you're doing 10 battles, 24 alliance members over the course of 3 wars, that should get you to that 720,000 point limit. And as far as the allied supply orb fragments, these are always a question mark, but if you're getting 2,000 fragments just from your 50 core donations over the course of 6 days, 24 alliance members, that's 288,000 points. That is going to be a little over 1 million points, which should get you to milestone 18. There should probably be more allied supply orb fragments as well to get to that milestone 19. So this one should be a pretty simple one to get to, at least to get to milestone 18, and hopefully there's something to get those remaining points to get all of these all the way down to milestone 19. So looks to be a pretty simple event, ladies and gentlemen. Well, let's move on to the solo event, Animal Armature. And for this, you're going to need to get these superior seeker orb fragments. You're going to get those from Arena Rewards. Now, this is not exact. They have been changing the numbers on this. We do have some of the numbers for some previous events, but these numbers did get switched around the last time they did something like this. Also, you could get more of these more points for this event by spending arena credits to get some special offers in a store. And as usual, there is a web milestone that feeds into that main milestone event. For this, you're going to need to spend campaign energy. This does not include ISO 8 energy. You also have to spend some Incursion campaign energy as well. And looking at the calculations for Big Armor Hunter, it is going to be a 7-day event. And I like these 7-day events better than these 1-day events that repeat 6 times and 7 total occurrences. For this, 1 campaign energy is going to net you 1 point, and 1 Incursion energy is going to net you 2 points. So over the course of all of this, you can get 12,000 Superior Seeker Orb fragments. And for that, let's go look at the calculations. This one, we are missing a few points, but I think we're going to get those in some free claims and everything. So taking a look at the calculations for this web milestone, if you're doing no refreshes, 628 energy per day, that is not going to get you all of these Seeker Orb fragments, but you're doing pretty good in Arena. It looks like you could still get some of the higher level milestones from the Arena battles alone. Right, but if you're doing your 50 core refreshes, that is going to be 1,108 energy per day. That is assuming you're getting all your free claims, your web claims, and you're not letting any of the energy top off. That is going to net you 7,756 points over the course of 7 days. So that is probably 150 cores per day, assuming that you're also getting that free refresh in there. And the Incursion campaign energy, you're going to get one every 10 minutes. And that means if you don't let that top off and you're on top of that, well, over the course of 7 days, that should net you a little over 2,000 points. You add both of these up together, 9,772 points, and you're going to be 228 points short. So you probably would have to refresh something, either these Incursion campaigns or getting more energy from this, or maybe there's going to be some free claims that you don't need to spend more than that. But if you get all of the points at 10,000 points, that's going to get you 12,000 superior seeker orb fragments. Taking a look at the solo milestone, the animal armature here, some pretty good rewards here. The main thing you want to get to is this jet engine parts right here. That is going to be at milestone 13. There's some Moonstone character shards, some Iron Fist World War II character shards, some other good things here. But I think if you get milestone 13 to the bare minimum, that should be your main goal there, just to get the bare minimum of that. Now, we don't know exactly how much we're going to get from these arena payouts, but some of the previous events that we've seen in the past did use this system. Now, they did switch around some of these numbers the last time they did this arena payout type milestone, but assuming that you could get inside the top 250, hopefully that gets you that 7,000. Like I said, they played with the numbers a little last time, so you got a little bit less. But for these calculations, just assuming that you're getting that 7,000, which may or may not be accurate, I don't think we're going to know until these event actually goes live in the game. And taking a look at the calculations for Animal Armature, again, it's a 7-day milestone event. Milestone 13 is where we need to get to. Assuming that you're getting at least 7,000 points per day inside the top 250, which hopefully they run it back to what it used to be. You'll get 49,000 points for this event. You add that to the 12,000 that you're getting from the web milestone. That is 61,000 points. That should get you to milestone 14, which is a little more than you need just for that meta item. Again, one of the main question marks we have is how much exactly you're going to get from the arena payouts. But you could also get some more points for this by spending some arena credits. So hopefully this should be an easy meta item to attain. And the rest of the stuff, just some good stuff that you could get. As we talked about, next week's Quick Rumble Blitz is going to feature the Secret Defenders. And some of the events for next week, the Alliance-wide milestone, you're going to need to win Crucible battles. And I hope that the numbers on this, the limits on this, make this very friendly so that we don't have to play inefficiently like we did this week with the Wakandans. Also, you're going to get more points if you have the Sinister 6 at 7 stars. I don't know why you would use a lot of the new Sinister 6. I know some of the Superior 6 like Green Goblin, great in Cosmic Crucible. That's what they were designed for. So hopefully the numbers on this look good, but we don't have them yet. This is going to go down on November 27th. So not next week, but the following week. Also, there is a solo event where you're going to need to get some orb fragments from the campaign nodes and use power cores. And hopefully this is a friendly event. This is going to go down on November 30th as well. There's a web milestone that you need to earn raid credits for that's going to feed into this weapons online. That's going to go down on November 30th. And the following week's Quick Rumble Blitz is going to feature the Sinister 6. And the next challenging raid is coming this Monday. Incursion Raids 2 launches on November 30th. And what they say, keep in mind, these nodes are not necessarily meant to be simmed. There's a previous blog post which specifies that if you're able to go in and just hit auto, then and not choosing any characters or anything, that's what sim's supposed to be like. Now, sometimes this still fails. So sim may be challenging on these nodes, but gonna have difficulties. A normal difficulty and difficulty 1 through 3 is selected in the raid selector, and the traits are gonna be it's gonna be in this order: Mystic, Tech, Mutant, Bio, and then Skills. So that's probably the way that these are gonna be replaced. So Mystic is with a Bifrost team, Tech is the Pegasus team, Mutant is probably gonna be the first team that's replaced so that more alliances get that 60% threshold. Mutant was the first team that we had in these Incursion 1 raids. So Death Seed is probably the first team replaced. Bio, the Rebirth team, is probably the next team replaced after that. And then Skill, the Invaders, are probably the last team that's going to replace. And once that happens, we could probably expect an Incursion 3 raid coming, or whatever they're going to call the next raid after Incursion 2. And good thing, no combat modifiers on the raid lanes. Let's go take a look at the chart of these raid lanes here. And if we look at it, starts with a Mystic section, and it looks like 2 pretty much strike teams are going to be able to get through this. So 1 here, and then 1 is going to be at the top, but it starts Mystic section, and it goes into the tech section with some bosses, then the mutant section. I think this is where a lot of alliances are going to stop, because the Rebirth team, the Invaders, probably are not going to be very good on these nodes here, I'm assuming. But like I said earlier, we should have more information for you over the weekend. So hopefully stay tuned to this channel. Hopefully you're subscribed, and hopefully get that information out to you very soon. And then last is going to be skill. And then we start from this top again, going down, and then landing in the middle there is the boss node. So that is what the raids are going to look like. But back to these, and characters with a minimum of T2, level 3 ISO 8 for difficulty normal, difficulties 1 and 2. And if you want to start on difficulty 3 and above, you need T2 level 4 ISO 8 for your characters there. The recommended level 95, 7 yellow stars, 6 red stars, and gear tier 16. Sometimes, as you know, some of these recommendations are a little high. If you are crafty using your strategy, sometimes you could get through without having your characters at that level. As far as the rewards, enemies are going to be fierce, they say, but the meta rewards, gear tier 18 pieces, elite credits, and 3 new slots in the raid store devoted to awaken ability materials, which they teased is going to be the release method for the Black Cat's awaken abilities. Hopefully they include the Nova awaken abilities and the Green Goblin awaken abilities as well. 6 total abilities rotating within the 3 slots. So hopefully the conversion on this is pretty good. But yeah, let me know what you're going to do. Are you guys going to go right into the Incursion 2 as soon as these launch? Hopefully you can. And the raids in general are also going to get an update. This is a great thing. 2 different dates for these. So the updates that we're going to talk about, the reward thresholds and the rewards themselves, they're going to go live on Monday, November 20th. And the orb updates are going to go live the following week on this, or the couple weeks later on December 5th. So in a few weeks, you're going to get some updates to these orbs, but all the adjusted outlines will help players at all commander levels, and the thresholds here to make raids more accessible. The tier 1 rewards are for 30%. They're going down to 10% for Ultimates raids, Doom 1, and the tier 1 Greek raids. The threshold ramps up at 15% for Doom 2 and the tier 2 Greek raids, and then 20% for Doom 3 and the tier 3 Greek raids. So this is great. If you're looking to get to that next threshold, this should make it easier for Alliance, especially newer Alliance as well. Also, the above mentioned raids will have their tier 2 rewards reduced from 60% to 50%, and that's going to apply to the first time rewards as well. And any raids mentioned here, so pretty much the Incursion raids, they are not going to be changed at all. In an effort to help everyone advance the latest gear tiers, Orange Elite Orbs fragments have been added to Doom 1, while Teal Elite Orb fragments added to Doom 2. So yes, if you're in some of these earlier raids, you can still start to get some of these more advanced gears, so that is great. Node rewards of purple and orange gear fragments have been removed from nodes and moved to the completion rewards. And what they say is help to ensure equitable distribution of these to all your Alliance members. So you're not fighting to see who gets more rewards. These are just going to be in those rank rewards as well. Accompanying this is a general increase in purple, orange, teal gear, Doom, and the Incursion raids. So yes, more gear for everyone. And the Doom 2 difficulty ISO 8 requirements reduced from T2 level 2 to T2 level 1. So that's good. So more people will be able to get into these raids. I like that. Doom 3 normal difficulty reduced from T2 level 3 to T2 level 2. This will be done to bring the requirements in line with Incursion 2. So that is all good stuff. The orb contest we talked about, that should be coming in later. So not this coming Monday, but rounding out the orb updates, blue, purple, orange raid gears will be updated with improvements to drop quantities and a large increase in catalyst parts. Purple, orange gear raid orbs, that's going to help out new players significantly. Teal Elite Orb also have its gear tier 16 mini uniques drop doubled in the right pillar. So getting more gear 16 pieces. So yeah, coordinate with your alliance and get new stuff on the raid. So that is it. All the stuff, as usual, is all subject to change, ladies and gentlemen. So all that exciting stuff is happening. More rewards, better raids, more permanent farmable legendaries, more farmable characters. Let me know what your favorite part of this blog post is. I'll see you guys next time. If this video did give you some value, hit that like button. It is free for you and it helps out the channel tremendously. And if you want to check out what are the best teams in Marvel Strike Force, all of them ranked from best to worst, check out the video up there from earlier this week. Have a great weekend. I'll see you guys next time. Hulk fist bump, ValleyFlyin out.